What is going on? Hey, hope everybody's having a freaking great day. Welcome to the At Wits End podcast, alright? The only show that's 100% live, 100% interactive, okay? Now, by live and interactive, I mean if you guys join the chat right here, alright? Not only do we read the comments and the questions, alright, but we also interact with them, okay? Answer your questions and all that jazz, but if you also like or share or comment or whatever you do, you get a little notification down there, get some shout outs, alright? So you guys get some recognition for what you do. Also, up on top, if you notice, what we got up there is our follow goal, alright? We're trying to get to 100 followers, okay? So if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that follow button, alright? Help us reach our goal, alright? So, also, if you guys are giving out the show parties, if you're doing that, make sure if you're commenting and you're watching from someone's viewing party that you come on. Hey, Lara Duarte, what's up? If you are commenting, we're not going to be able to see them unless you're in the actual, in our broadcasting, all right? But, so we got a pretty good show today. What's going on? Jalapeno, how you doing? You're still muted. You're muted, homeboy.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you, man. All right, 100% live. Look at that.
This is how you know it's live, okay? Because there's always gonna be something going wrong.
That's how you know, always. All right. All right. So, how you doing, man? How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Just came back today from
All right.
Vegas.
So
That's where I was at.
I know you've been like out of the loop for a little bit, but I don't know if you heard, but the coronavirus is about to end the world. Didn't you know that?
I did hear that.
Have you
heard
seen
that.
this coronavirus mess, man?
It's. I think it's a little too much.
It's a little
I think
too far.
We should use our voices as public figures now to,
Share
help.
the toilet paper, please.
Yeah.
Give me
People-
some.
You don't need 500 rolls to wipe your butt. All right.
Oh,
You're
but
never gonna go through that.
I do, man. I get messy down there.
Did you know that you can pre-order toilet paper on Amazon right now?
No, man, they're all sold out. Seriously.
pre-order.
Oh, pre-order, like a video game.
Pre-order. Yeah, pre-order. $5 down gets you your toilet paper roll.
Hell yeah, man. So,
You know.
they're shutting down schools. College kids are getting sent back home. Like, I'm guessing a lot of this is like preemptive, like to try to stop the spread. But yeah, they're out here doing it. All right.
Look,
So,
I'm kind of salty about that because I don't get the extra week of spring break. You know what
party
I'm
on,
saying?
Wayne. Party on your high schoolers or whoever's
I
gets extra
don't
spring
get
break.
that. It's ridiculous because I'm already taking classes online. It doesn't affect me in any way. But that's fine, I guess. Whatever.
So, my wife and I went to the grocery store the other day, and guess what we were greeted with?
Hi.
Empty shelves. Like, seriously, like, there's nothing left. Like, they have literally destroyed the toilet paper aisle. Hand sanitizer, can't find it. Saw some dude
Nowhere.
trying to sell it on Amazon or on eBay. Like, $30 a squirt per hand sanitizer squirt.
Just puts it in a little Ziploc baggie.
Yeah, a
and then
little,
he
like a
sends it
drug
to your
deal.
house.
Like, all right, here you go. But seriously, like, it's pretty bad. So, yeah, man. But you braved the storm through
I
the
did.
coronavirus to travel.
Yeah.
You went to Las Vegas?
I went to Vegas.
Went to Vegas through the storm.
Through the storm. I weathered the storm. I made it.
And I don't know if you guys know, if you've watched any of our other YouTube videos or some of them that we posted here on YouTube, but we have a unique fetish, I would call it, for
Fetish.
for
Okay.
the man, the myth, the legend, Gordon Ramsay's. And you had the chance to go to one of his restaurants, is that right?
I did. He has a crap ton of restaurants, and I barely realized this now. So he has the Hell's Kitchen in Vegas, right?
Okay.
He's got another one in Caesar's Palace. I forgot what it was called. It was actually a pub and grill is what that is. And then he has one more. That's the one I went to, which was the burger restaurant that he has in Planet Hollywood. I went to that one.
Okay. So did you meet him, or like was he there?
In spirit. I felt his presence like a little force ghost. You know what I mean?
So
We just,
what
like,
what was the name of
get
the
the
restaurant you
burger.
went to?
Gordon Ramsay's Burger Bar. I want to say it was Burger Bar,
Gordon
but
Ramsay's
Gordon
Burger
Ramsay's
Bar.
Burgers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. It's in Planet Hollywood. You guys should definitely go if you get the chance. It's really really good. Like, it was so good. Lily got. We decided that we wanted to do like one normal-ish option, right? And then we wanted to do one over the top option. So I ended up doing the Hell's Kitchen burger, which was freaking great. Um, you want a little sneak peek? You want some ingredients in this?
And his burger?
Yeah,
Is it
in the
not
Hell's
just
Kitchen burger. I
gold
can break it
and
down for you.
yeah, break it down. What's
Okay,
the
look.
ingredients?
You got the patty, right?
Uh-huh.
You got your patty, and then you got a nice piece of cheese, perfectly melted.
Classic
All
Gordon
right.
Ramsay.
And then you have avocado, but not just any avocado. It's like it wasn't even like guac, you know? It wasn't even guac. It was just elevated. Okay. And then
To the
there
heavens.
was pickle, yeah. And then there was pickled chili peppers and
Okay.
pickled jalapenos, and it was fantastic. And look, I'm gonna tell you one thing, all right? He definitely. This is just my what's the word? My opinion. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is fact or not, but I would bet $2,000 that he makes his own ketchup in house.
How do you make ketchup?
I think it's just you blend those
Get some
tomatoes
ketch,
up,
Get some
just
up.
mix
Boom.
them up. Yep. Ketchup. But I swear, dude, I will bet $2,000 cash money right now that I don't have. All right, I'll find a way to get it. I don't have that, but we'll get it. That this man makes his own ketchup in house
Uh-huh.
because it's way too good to be just out of a bottle. Like, it's elevated. It's an elevated ketchup. Everything's elevated. You know what I mean? You have to take the elevator to get to the table, and that's just how it is. It's
that's
so
just
good.
the way it was.
That's just the way it was. And he made the truffle, dude. Oh my god, just the whole presentation, everything. It's to the Ramsay's perfection. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything he talks about in Kitchen Nightmares, like, he implements in that restaurant.
That's awesome.
And it's all just boom,
See-
boom. He has a burger station. He has a fry station. I felt comfortable getting my lemon for my little tea and water and just
Yeah.
like throwing it in there. That's how clean it felt to me.
That's awesome, man. So he wasn't there. His food's on par. Who's like his kitchen staff? Is there anybody special? Like, would you know? I wouldn't even know.
Nope. I knew zero people. I know that one of the reasons I went to that place was because he had just launched a new burger or new breakfast burgers. He was there like the week before I went, I think, if you want to just go off of the video.
Okay.
But he was there recently because they just launched these new breakfast burgers. And I didn't go for breakfast. I went for actual like lunch.
So you got the. I haven't gone yet, and I need to. As a Gordon Ramsay's fanboy, I know Christian said that Gordon Ramsay scares the hell out of him. He scares
Yeah.
the hell out of me too, but that's just part of the excitement, you know, of meeting the man, the myth, the legend.
I just don't know what I would say if I ran into him. If
Well,
he
I'm
was
glad.
there.
I'm glad you came back in one piece. No
Yeah.
corona. Is that confirmed?
No.
Have we confirmed that?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, so far I'm fine.
But
so
seriously,
far.
guys, relax. All right. Stay indoors. Don't eat all the toilet paper. I'm not saying coronavirus ain't a big deal, because I'm sure it is, but it's very serious, guys. So just treat the coronavirus very seriously, okay?
Dude.
Just be extra safe at all costs, okay?
Look, telling you right now, there's a guy over who worked at Corona in marketing and was like, I'm so happy that we didn't go with Jim's idea of get some Corona in you.
But seriously, guys, keep it safe. I'm glad you guys are indoors watching us. If you're outdoors watching us, don't touch anything or anybody. Cool?
Keep your
All
hands
right.
to yourself.
So today we got a pretty cool show. If you haven't read the title, description, or seen all of our posts, what it's actually going to be about is movies that have adapted from other sources, right? Either from video games or comic books or books in general, and how those movies came out, right? A lot of them are crap. I'll be honest. I get it. But some of them are pretty good. Some of them I didn't even know until I started like looking into video game, like things that started off in other genres or other mediums. But Jalapeno, you came up with a few. I came up with a few. I kind of geared towards the video game side because I love video games and whatnot. You're a nerd, like the chat says. So
I guess so. I guess it's true.
So he went with the books and comics book side. So we're gonna get a good mix. All right. If you guys know any of examples of things that have started off in another medium and ended up as movies and either suck or are freaking awesome, let us know in the chat and we'll go ahead and talk about those too.
I might not have watched it. I want to watch it.
A lot of these, I didn't know there were actual freaking movies, or they're gonna be. But so let's talk about the first one. One of my favorites as a kid. All right, I remember being a kid and watching this movie, and it broke my heart to find out people don't like it. But there's this freaking sweet movie called Mario Brothers. All right.
Okay.
So Mario, classic icon, right? Like that guy led the franchise of video games forever and a day. They came out with a movie, little known to a lot of people. We're actually going to look at the trailer for this movie because it is a hoot. All right, it's classic 90s, 80s genre. All right, let me turn on the sound on this and let's transition over here. All right.
Yeah, I really like this movie a lot.
Have you watched it, right?
I've watched it. Yeah.
I watched it. I think I saw it again last year because it came up for some reason. But yeah, let's watch this trailer.
Where are we? I got a feeling we're not in Brooklyn no more.
They're brothers. They're plumbers.
Oh no! Mario! Luigi!
They're on the trail of a kidnapped princess and a mystical meteorite.
It's incredible!
That gives anyone who possesses it the power to rule the universe.
Get me the rock! Come and get it, lizard breath!
Now, they must rescue the princess.
Alien species escaping.
And make it safely back
Later, alligator.
to our world
Are you alright?
before time runs out.
All right, you get the point here, right? So, classic like 90s era, like they got the I got the power. Like, it was a great movie when I came out. A lot of people don't like it, and we're gonna talk about that. But so, what is this movie about? Okay, so Mario, the video game, is about Mario and Luigi. Originally, just Mario, and he's a plumber, and there's a princess, and there's turtle people, and kind of dinosaur. What's his name? What's the little dinosaur that he rides? His name?
Yoshi.
Yoshi. Yeah, there's Yoshi and whatnot in there, right? And that's pretty much all we need to know about the game, right?
Yeah.
The movie is not that, like, at all. The movie is two brothers, Mario and Luigi. All right, they are plumbers, and that's about as much as they follow from the storyline. So they're plumbers. There's this meteorite, and what it does is it takes you to an alternate dimension in which the dinosaurs did not die via the asteroid or whatever theory that you follow, but instead they evolved into being equally as smart species as as humans, right?
Okay.
So now they get sucked into this world. There is a princess. She doesn't know she's a princess, and they have to find this crystal so they can get back to the regular world. There's this evil dictator guy who's half lizard, half human. There's robot things. There's Goombas. Let me find a photo of these Goombas. They are freaking ugly.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Watching the freaking trailer.
Yeah,
I don't remember half of the stuff that comes out.
I love this movie.
I remember them getting electrocuted and stuff. I
Uh-huh.
don't remember. I don't. Maybe I blacked out at the tail end of the movie or something. I have no recollection of half of the scenes I saw, but I do remember watching that. Maybe I never finished it. I don't think I ever finished that movie.
Never finished it.
No.
Let me look up the freaking Goombas.
So I'm looking in the chat here, and
Yeah.
Christian says their names are Mario and Luigi Mario. Is that real? Is that really their names?
Mario, and Luigi Mario. I don't know. Is it? Chat, confirm? Confirm? Huh?
Oh my gosh. If that's their names, then
So,
we're getting somewhere.
the Goombas look like this in the video game, right? That's what they look like in the video game. This is Goomba. All right. Now,
Nice.
close your eyes for a 2nd. And if you were making a movie
Yeah.
and you needed a live action version of the Goombas, what do you think that? How would you picture that?
Seems like a little mushroom, you know what I'm saying? A little brown mushroom running around.
Like a little,
With
like
no
a
hands.
little interesting little mushroom, huh?
Yeah.
Well, lo and behold, this is what they came up with.
Fantastic.
Art. This is-
Why? Why do they
That's-
have little heads?
that's what they came up with, and that one in particular loves to play the harmonica. He actually betrays the rest of the Goombas and helps Mario and Luigi and the princess to escape. They're huge. They're freaking giant. They're like, I don't know. They're freaking huge, and they're dumb. And there's a little angry one.
Is
That
that the
looks-
guy's face in there?
That's
His
similarly. Oh,
mouth.
that was how the actor played.
Oh, look, they just modeled the actor.
No, this is live. Like, this is back in the 80s. They didn't have like CGI. That's legit just a mask or something, a robot. This looks eerily similar to my elementary school class photo.
You know what that reminds me of? Did you ever watch that show Dinosaurs? I think it was called Dinosaurs. They had like the big, what the hell, man? It was like a big freaking dinosaur wearing plaid shirt, and then it had like a weird little baby dinosaur, and then they had like another like, they had like a son, and he was like a green velociraptor, and he had like spiky hair.
Nope.
You know what? Oh my,
Is that the one that says,
think-
I'm the baby? That one?
maybe.
Nah, I don't know.
Definitely not real.
Oh, Christian says when they get arrested, that's when they say their real names, Mario, and Luigi Mario. All right,
What?
cool.
The one that plays the harmonica was actually Toad.
He gets turned into one of them. Yeah, man. So, I love the movie. You watched it, right?
I watched it, yeah, or at least some of it. I don't remember.
And to this day, I think I can rewatch this movie and love it. We're gonna go ahead and check out what the rating is for Rotten Tomatoes. They give it a crap 23% tomato meter, and the audience pretty much agreed. I do not. I love that movie, even though it does not follow not one bit of the Mario franchise. But it's a pretty good show. Alrighty then.
I think there's a lot of like movies that are like that because like, did you watch Ready Player One? That's
No.
actually one of my movies. Okay,
No,
so
I liked it. But go ahead.
you like Ready Player One?
No, I like the trailers, and I really wanted to watch it, but I never got around to it.
What the heck? Okay, so I read the book prior to the movie coming out.
Okay.
And that movie is like it kind of has some similarities to what it's supposed to be in the book, but it's kind of mainly just the characters and the whole plot, which is trying to find the egg, right, so they can own the game and get $1 billion.
Okay.
But the way that they go about the process of getting the egg, it's not the same, and there's just like so many things that I didn't like the first time I watched it. I preferred the book version because I feel like the way they did it, it was more of a scavenger hunt, not like, hey, this is where you're gonna go, step one. You know, it seemed more adventure-y than this one. But I had to watch it again, and I watched it again, and it kind of grew on me a little bit the second time. But I feel like the book's still way better than what the actual.
Okay, so the books I think usually are better, right? They go into more detail. They like express, or they literally write out like how the character is feeling and all that jazz. It helps you suck you in better.
Yeah, so I think there's some exceptions. Like, okay, I've only read maybe the first Harry Potter book,
Okay.
right? I think that the Harry Potter movies are really, really good. I think they can stand alone on their own, and I think that ultimately that they can be that. Ready Player One can also be that if you just, but yeah, like it's just taking away like the source material, right? Like if you read Harry Potter, like I know my wife's read Harry Potter, right? I think she's read all of the books, even the one after that came out. But,
yeah, I looked at the book once and it was way too big. So watch the movies, and now I got an A on the essay about it. So
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it in school. You just watch the movie. It didn't work half the time, but 70% of the time it works every time. Oh look, there's the dinosaur baby in the chat.
Where?
It's in chat. Someone put that little baby.
Oh, on the
That's creepy.
image. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, the little baby. Okay, but yeah, no, yeah, man, it's kind of weird when like they just use certain things from source material and then just like take it off.
And they're like, no, never mind, not that. We're not gonna put that in there.
Yeah. No, I don't like that. Let's change it up.
So
What else
Ready
you got?
Player One. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So did you like the book better or the movie better?
Book, hands
Okay.
down, the book was way better.
Chat, you guys agree? Give him a like. Give him a like if you agree. Thumbs down if you hate it. But yeah, for sure. Books usually do better, right?
I think so.
Alrighty then. Is it my turn? Your turn?
Yes,
Is it my
your
turn?
turn.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alrighty then. My next one, like I said, I'm sticking to video games that turned into movies, or movies that turned into video games. The next one that I mentioned is Mortal Kombat. All right.
Yes.
Christina says that she likes the
Fantastic.
movie better, by the way, of Ready Player One. So
No.
50-50, right? Mortal Kombat, right? Freaking right? It was freaking awesome.
That song's great.
It's still on my iTunes playlist. But so that one started off as a movie or a video game.
Video game.
Video game,
Mortal
right?
Kombat, yeah.
So
Arcade
that
game.
was a game. They tried adapting it into a movie. I think they did a pretty good job. Once again, we're gonna hop on over and look at the trailer for this one. All right, so
Fantastic.
it's a great one. Right, ready? Let's do this.
Chosen to prove it.
One of you three will decide the outcome of the tournament.
3 strangers will travel to the mystical realm of Outworld to defend our people against Shang Tsung. You will die. And his forces of darkness
Great
in an
CGI.
ancient tournament. One more victory,
That guy's real.
Is mine.
and our world is theirs.
It has
Where's the song? Come on. Like, how do you not want to watch that movie?
Again and again.
Again and again. I thought they did a great representation. The storyline sucks, right? It's like
No, it doesn't.
there's no storyline. It's just the fighting.
Soul is mine.
Your
That's the whole
soul
point.
is my. There's a funny meme that goes around when whatever her name is, the cop girl,
Oh, Sonya Blade.
Sonya Blade. When she sees that her mother is like on the dark side or whatever, she's like, "Mother, you're alive." And there's like a funny scene where she's like, it's terrible acting. She's like, "Too bad, you will die." Like, it's everybody and everybody makes fun of that one. But yeah, Christian, that song does kick ass. Like,
It slaps.
that's
Still
a
slapping.
That's a knee slapper right there. Just like getting down with it. Maybe I'm a sucker for like 80s, 90s era movies. Like, I really like that stuff. And the CGI
they have-
sucks. Crappy CGI. The dragon that comes out at the end,
Yeah.
terrible, right? That little lizard
Fantastic
thing.
dragon. That dragon was made out of clay. Someone took the time.
No, they tried CGI. This is like one of their first attempts of watching CGI or trying CGI, and it was terrible to today's standards. But I grew up on these movies, man. Like, this was awesome to me. I will
Yeah.
watch this movie 50 times over.
I will.
And enjoy it every single time. But
Did you watch the sequel? How'd you feel about the sequel? Because they made a second one.
so I stay away from sequels, dude. They always let me down. There's like
The
always.
second one wasn't bad.
What was the second
Second
one
wasn't bad.
about?
I think it's called Apocalypse. Mortal Kombat 2 Apocalypse.
Nope, did not. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and
Didn't
check
like
out
it.
once again if the general population agrees with us. Mortal Kombat's Rotten Tomatoes got them rated at a 47. Okay,
Hey, there you go.
50-50, and audience score at 58.
That's right.
I can agree with that. Let me see. Score details. That doesn't show me anything. All right, but pretty good movie, man. What do you like better, the video game, or would you watch the movie? If I showed up with both discs and I said, "Hey, I got Mortal Kombat the game and Mortal Kombat the movie. Which one are we doing first?"
The movie. We're definitely doing the movie first.
The
I
movie
would do
first.
the movie first.
Yeah, me too. It get
Yeah.
me like pumped, and then I can feel like Sub-Zero.
Good one.
But I think they did a good job. It's a 50-50 shot between Rotten Tomatoes, whether people liked it or not. I call that a success these days of trying to transfer. All right. So what's the next one that you had an example of? A book, a comic?
So I have a comic book, graphic novel, comic book. Same. You know.
Action
Different, it's
figure,
the same.
doll, same thing, you know?
It's different. It's a little different, but it's the same. So the one I got, Scott Pilgrim. It's a
okay.
must. It's a must discuss because that's like a graphic novel in like kind of like manga-y style, right?
Okay.
But it's from left to right, like how we read here. It's not right to left, but it's really good. And the way that they adapted the whole thing into the movie was freaking great.
Were they
It
spot
was-
on?
They were spot on. Like there's just like it's like scenes. Like you get the comic book, right? You get the graphic novel, comic, whatever you want to call it. You just grab that little panel and then you throw it onto the freaking TV. That's what.
Boom.
Oh my god, dude!
Movie.
They did so good. They did
Cool.
really, really good. That was like a job well done.
I did watch the movie. I did not read the graphic novel or comic book or whatever. I liked the movie. The movie was cool. I
Yeah.
like that it felt like a comic book, live action comic book. The coins and all the little references, like the funny stuff was in there too. So I did like that movie. Let's go ahead and let me take a little gander. Scott
Big
Pilgrim
comic
versus
movie.
the World.
Go into the chat. Right.
All right, what it up? Scott Pilgrim is so good. Cult classic. A++ comic and movie. Okay.
There you go.
As good as the comic. Heck yeah. Let me see. Who else? Sonic? Okay, we're going to talk about Sonic, Christina. All right, oh yeah, we're talking about Sonic. That was interesting. All right, so what is the overall rating on Rotten Tomatoes?
1,000%.
Wow.
I don't expect anything less.
81.
There you go.
That's the highest rating we're seeing so far. 81% of Tomato Meter liked it, and user ratings 84%. You can't beat it, man. That was a great movie.
It was really
So-
good.
So I can agree with that.
I think that's the standard of like what you could do. Like you follow the source material. You pretty much have like the movie, like the comic books, like your storyboard, right? You're
Yeah.
just there, just ripping
I mean,
stuff out of it.
It's
Rip it
easier to
out.
do that with comic books versus books, right? Like written
But they still have
novels.
But they still storyboard the novel.
But there's so much things that you have to cut out that make the book good. And you have to rely on your actor to portray those things from paper onto face, you know?
Yeah,
That's kind of hard
They
to
need-
do.
they need to do better.
Then you gotta write a cool song. You know, it's hard, man. Can't do it.
This song was what sold Mortal Kombat. Honestly,
Pac-Man?
they made
Pac-
a Pac-Man movie.
There's no Pac-Man movie.
They made it's the one with Adam Sandler. Remember? I forgot.
But
Wasn't it called
that's not a
Pixels?
yeah, Pixels. Pixel.
Oh, but didn't they make a Pac-Man TV show? Like a cartoon? I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
I don't think so. Pac-Man movie.
Hey, Gunner, what up? Is there a Pac-Man movie?
All right, while I Google this real quick.
Pretty sure there
Pixels, okay. Wreck-It Ralph, what's this? All You Can
is.
Eat.
Hey, you know what? Wreck-It Ralph's really good. We're getting totally sidetracked. Okay, Wreck-It Ralph's not even a book, but
No,
it's really good.
It's Pixels. There's Pac-Man the movie, 2012. Uh-oh. Oh, there
Oh.
was a movie.
I didn't even know it existed.
Well then, I stand corrected. Did it actually come out? I don't know any of these people.
Look at that.
7 minutes of
It
Pac-Man.
looks like Tron.
Yeah, like, but what's the? Let's go ahead. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to find it. Pac-Man.
Like I'm gonna guess as to what this movie was about. All right. So this kid, right? There's a kid. And he's like, oh man, I want to play Pac-Man so bad. And then he gets his little quarter and he puts it in the Pac-Man machine. And then he gets sucked into the game. Now he's Pac-Man, and now he's fighting for his life. He's running away from ghosts. He's trying to get some cherries. The only It's because it's Mandela effect. That's what it is. Knew it. Maybe that's what it is. Christian said something about a fan film. That might be a short. Yeah, so it's a short. So I think I'm pretty accurate. If not, I'm gonna make that movie and call it Pac-Man, not Tron. Oh, it's just like Jumanji. You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm onto something. Look at that. Oh, it looks like goldfish. Why does he have arms? Why would they? Why? Okay.
Leaks.
Why does he
He
have
prefers cherries.
When can we test it? We already are. Sue, load the spectrals.
On it. ゴーストプログラム準備完了。
Dang, they're just torturing him. I don't remember any of this. Oh!
Everybody try to keep up.
3、2、1、開始。
It's on sci-fi. No, I don't know. I think we should make the movie that I just pitched. Not Tron. Not Tron. It's not Jumanji either. Okay, it's a totally original IP. Okay, it's original intellectual property. So I don't want any of you in chat stealing it, trying to make this movie happen. Because we'll come for you. Oh, we can't hear you.
My bad. All right, so let's move on to the next movie. It's either Resident Evil or Tomb Raider, and the only reason I group those together is because some lovely ladies star the cast. So either way, which way do you want to go? You want to talk about Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Thank you for liking the stream, Griselda. Thank you. Tomb Raider. Resident Evil?
Still?
Huh?
I don't think we can hear you.
Still?
I don't know. I just got someone in. Oh, it's because we're delayed a little bit. So
Yeah, there's like a 30-second delay. Let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Well, someone answered my question earlier, so we're gonna talk about Resident Evil. We Zan. All right, Griselda. Hey, keep it PG. We don't do that stuff here. No Zannies. All right. Let's see. So we're gonna talk about Resident Evil. So if I'm talking about Resident Evil, I'm talking about the original, the number one, like the first Resident Evil. I think that one was the best. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna be put in timeout there for a little bit. The original Resident Evil, in my opinion, is absolute best. All right. The other ones, they just go way off where she has too many powers, and then she's a clone, and then she's a clone of a clone, and then she can rain fire from the sky. Like, it just went too much. The original felt like the game. It felt like you have to get the hell out. Zombies. Realistic, well, to a certain extent, right? So,
okay.
As always, we're going to hop on over. Let's go ahead and check this trailer out, yeah? Let me see. Let me find the good parts where it actually gets, like, intense. Because for a while, they just kind of...
I never watched this movie.
You never saw the original?
Nope.
Bro, you missed out. It's a great freaking movie.
And mutating the whole human race.
Everyone stay calm.
You have to get out.
Don't listen to anything she says. She's a holographic representation of the Red Queen.
She may be our only way out of here.
How is she still standing?
She isn't standing now.
No one is immune. Resident Evil.
You're all going to die down here.
Oh, snap. Alright. That movie was freaking awesome, right? I thought it was the pinnacle of video game into movie genre. That one was cool. Like that scene where the lasers are coming at him. That traumatized me as a kid.
I don't remember. I just don't remember watching it. I remember specific scenes, primarily the one where the guy gets chopped into cubes.
Yeah, when he gets chopped into cubes, that scene, I had nightmares for like weeks after that. I couldn't play with laser beams for a whole month. It was it's pretty scary.
Put your laser beam in your little box and you let it sit there.
But it was a freaking cool movie. I really liked it. The games will always be entertaining for me. I do like the adaptations. It's a completely different storyline ish.
Yeah.
But I think they did a good job of saying, hey, zombies, this is like one of the original zombies, other than like Night of the Living Dead and all that jazz before. Like modern zombie movie era kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can all thank Resident Evil, I think. And then they went too crazy after that. But
have you seen the animated ones, like Resident Evil? I think it's like Apocalypse.
I've seen like clips here and there.
Maybe not Apocalypse. You should watch it. I like those more than I like the live action. That I can even remember. I didn't even watch how many movies were there? Like 10?
They're still going. I'm pretty sure there's a new one coming out this year.
No.
No, I don't know. But they made a lot of them. They drained that cow until it had no more milk. So it was unfortunate.
This is like thin ass cow.
What about y'all? Did y'all like the original movie? The rest of them kind of fall off the end, but the original, how do you guys feel about it in the chat? Let me find the original Rotten Tomatoes. Girl power for sure. These were some like, this was the very beginning of like strong female characters leading the charge. A 36 on the tomato meter, but we saved the day because I always listen to the audience. 67 on the audience score. And I think that one accurately tells the story of what it is. Yes, Chris, this is live, man. 100% live, 100% interactive, man. You want to see something cool, Chris? Hit that like button. See what happens. Go ahead. Give it a little likey like. Let's see what happens, right? I'll give you a minute, but for now, Resident Evil 67 on the audience score. Do you agree?
Nah, I didn't. Honestly, I would have to watch it again. I think I'm leaning more towards the critic side because it's like I have nothing.
You lean more towards the critic side?
I mean, the only thing I remember from the actual movie is the laser beam.
No, man, it was a freaking sweet movie. They were creating this virus. They're in this big laboratory. It gets out. Everybody freaking zombifies, and they got to get the hell out of there, right? Freaking sweet. Hey, Chris, I don't know if you noticed, but you got a little shout out right there on top of Jalapeno Biz.
Hey, that's me. Hello.
Hey. But seriously, guys, that was freaking sweet. And if you guys like the stream so far, drop likes, give me some follows. We're trying to get to 100 follows, so if you haven't followed yet, click that follow button, and then help us get to our goal. All right, we don't charge nothing here for this entertainment. All right, we just charge likes and follows. Okay, all right. Resident Evil and Corona, right on, brother, right on.
It's the same thing. The one and the same. At least that's what being treated like right now.
I'm immune now.
Are you? You got some Corona in you?
Yeah, it's all up in here. I got some in the toilet, and then it's all
Yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, really, that's how you take care of that situation.
All right, what's the next movie that started somewhere else on your list?
So for me, I mean, it's not really a movie per se. It's like it's a TV show. It's The Walking Dead. I feel like we have to talk about The Walking Dead. Did you used to watch it, right? Were you at all?
And there's a reason why that I used to, but we'll talk.
Yes.
I'll let you know why in a little bit.
Okay,
Go ahead. Walking Dead.
So I read the first couple of comics, right?
Before or after the series?
The first one before, and then the other like couple of ones like kind of like during, not necessarily after, but it came to a certain point where I was like all about it. Everybody was about it. I remember just all up on The Walking Dead. It was all you could talk about, and then it's just still going on right now, and I don't understand why. Okay, and I think the first episode or the first season. Spoilers if you haven't watched it. I mean, it's been out for a while, so
spoilers. There are zombies.
There's zombies, and apparently the CDC, right, in the first season is like, oh yeah, we're gonna figure out how to, what causes this and whatever, and then they just blow up the whole freaking CDC center. They just blow it up. The guy kills himself. He's like, oh, that's it. I'm done. And then they just go off into the world.
They say peace.
Yeah, just start killing zombies. So what got you out of that?
So, season 1.
Yeah.
Oh my! Like if any series can start that way, and keep me so invested in finding out what's happening next episode.
Yeah.
They need to blueprint that and follow it forever, right? Where they lost me though was just the fact that it was like, oh my god, they're in danger. Oh, they made it, thank God. oh my god, they're in danger. Oh, whew. They made it, guys. Oh no. Oh, what's that? It's danger. Okay, guys, they're okay now.
And that's how we end the season.
And
Tune
they
in
should
next month.
So I watched all the way up until they had to leave the jail. Spoilers. They had to leave the jail. And then they made it to this new sanctuary, and there's this lady, and Rick ends up killing the husband or whatever, and then they get attacked with the guys with the W on their head or whatever. After that, I was just like, you know what? I'm done, man. I got done. I didn't watch it. I did not watch a single episode after that. It was it was just too much. Like if they had ended on season 5, everybody would have been happy, and that would have been a series I could have rewatched. But
I think.
Oh man!
Actually,
and then
what?
they did change the creator or the director. They changed it after a while. All right, is that what you're saying, Christian? The AMC kicked off the original creator of season 1, and that's why it's so different. Yeah. So
that would make sense.
It was good storytelling in the very beginning. It had you drug in. All the original cast was great. But, you know, then Rick's wife dies, and then the kid's missing an eye, and then now Rick and Michonne are a thing, and I was just like, nah, dude, I'm sorry. It's so far off from where it started.
I think I watched it up until maybe like a season or two ago. I haven't seen the latest one.
You went through the long haul.
I was in for the long haul, but it's just because I had already committed so much time, and I'm like, come on.
We would literally reserve. It was Sundays, right? It came out on Sundays.
Yeah, Sundays.
They would. Me and my wife would literally reserve that time on Sundays, do nothing, set our little TV dinners and watch it. And we were so excited to watch it, but after a while, like we would just look at each other and be like, "Nah, we can't do this."
That show actually affected me a little bit because there was a part where they just started eating people, or there was a group of people that were eating people.
Yeah, I remember that.
They had this. Yeah. Then they had the guy still alive, and they had his leg chopped off, and they were like grilling it like steak. I couldn't eat meat for at least like a week.
The show that almost made Jalapeno vegan.
I was vegan for a good week, maybe 2 weeks. I was like, I'm not eating meat for a long time.
I've never tried veganism. I love burgers and steak too much, but no knock on whoever is a vegan, but it's just not for me. All right.
Hey man, I mean, I ate a Gordon Ramsay burger. No problem.
No problem.
That was great.
All right, so The Walking Dead was a great show until it wasn't. The comic book series is what hooked you onto it first.
Yeah.
Cool,
yeah, because I had actually Christian in chat hooked me up to the comic book before the show. I think it was in development, and it was just something that we were into. And read the first one, and I read it in the bookstore, so I never actually bought it. So that's just the way it worked. I just sat there for like 4 hours and read all these books.
And now they have a video game series, kind of like you make decisions within the game.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. All right, so those were the video games and movies, or the movies that adapted from different mediums, right? Either book, comic book, game, whatever it be. All right. If you guys have any more, drop them in the comments, even if we're not going to talk about them, because we will message you back throughout the comments. So we can have a good discussion about that kind of stuff. All right. But we're now going to move on to the future. All right. We're going to the future. All right.
Future.
So there are some interesting video games, or I'm sorry, movies that are coming out that are being adapted off of video games. One of the ones that I'm super excited for, because I love the story behind the video game series. I finished the whole game. I loved it. The Last of Us. Have you heard that they're coming out with either a movie or a TV series? They're kind of stuck in between which one they want to do.
Yeah, I've heard. I think HBO's got it right now.
Yeah,
and they're gonna do the show right now. The director, Neil Druckmann and all that. He's working. He's trying to finish up the game, the sequel to that game. And once they finish up that sequel, then they're gonna go and jump straight into working on the show. My main problem with the show, though, is like I don't want to see any more Joel and Ellie. Like I don't want that. I want that to stay in the game world. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sorry to tell you that. That's exactly what they're doing.
I know, that's not what I want.
I know, and that's some of the things, the criticisms about making game or movies off of games, is that we've already lived that thing. And we feel like that character because we made the decisions, but they're pretty much confirming that they're going to revisit the two main characters. They are going to follow the story arc of the original video game series, and then they might add some things depending on what The Last of Us 2 kind of brings to us.
I think if they're going to maybe like try and fill in some gap story between where the original left off and where the second one picks up, because I think I don't remember the exact time. I think it's like maybe 13 years. Like Ellie's like, I think in her mid-20s, if not early 20s already at this point in the story, and she was in her teens, I think, in the first one.
Yeah.
And so, like, if they're gonna fill in a gap, then okay, fine. But the only thing is, like, I just don't want. It's kind of tough because I'm already used to seeing them like this, right? And for me, I think characters who are designed in this way specifically, like this is how the creators and the directors saw them, how they wanted to be seen, you know?
Yeah,
in the
for
story.
sure.
And I would just rather see more characters and follow that story and dive into the world more than kind of like taint that perception I have of these characters.
Okay.
Because you can't, like, the main voice actor for this game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Great.
Like Troy Baker, amazing job.
It was great, Matt. The story alone is what made that game. Like the fighting scenes and the zombies and all that jazz was cool. It was icing on top of the cake, but that story rocked. Like that was one of the best story games. And Naughty Dog is like, you know, they're known for making great stories, based off their games. But yeah, man, we got this one to look forward to. I don't know if they came out with a release date yet. But yeah, it doesn't say that they haven't come out with a release date.
Yeah, I don't think they have yet.
But I look forward to that, man. Seriously.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing like Clicker kind of like in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be like.
Stay tuned. When that movie comes out, we'll probably do a review or something like that, or the show comes out. It just depends. But do you have another one? One of the ones that's coming up in the future?
Uncharted.
Oh yeah,
again,
that's another good
Naughty
story.
Dog. Yeah, Uncharted. I think Tom Holland's playing Nathan Drake, and then they have Mark Wahlberg playing Sully. If you guys ever played that series, that's another one that's coming out later down. I think it's still in production. I mean, that's been in production for the longest time.
I'm actually reading right now that another director has left the Uncharted movie. So that's unfortunate. How long ago is this? Yep, December. So just in December, they've lost another freaking.
I don't really think this movie's gonna come out.
You don't think so?
I think this one's gonna be dead in the water. I mean, it's been dead in the water for.
It's a good story though. I do enjoy it. Another movie that they don't think is gonna come out. That is pretty interesting, and it's probably why a lot of you are watching the show, which was in the thumbnail, is, believe it or not, the Minecraft movie. All right, have you seen this? Have you heard of this?
No, I actually haven't heard anything about this.
So, this is Minecraft's website themselves. All right, Minecraft movie is just around the corner, man. All right, the date March 4th, 2022 is their projected release date. So it's gonna be live action, full length feature film, and the what's his name from The Office is they're planning on making him Steve Carell. They're planning on making him the star of the show.
He's gonna play Steve.
He's gonna play Steve. So I don't know how they're gonna pull this off. Like, what is it gonna be? A movie of just them like building, like digging holes? I can't imagine what the story is going to be. I think they did talk to us about what the story is going to be. So the story is going to be of a girl, a teenage girl, and her unlikely group of adventurers. After their malevolent ender dragon sets out on a path of destruction, they must save their beautiful, blocky overworld.
So this is going to be an animated movie.
No, it says live action. They said 100% live action. Let me run back.
So they're not gonna be. I'm so confused. So the world's gonna be blocky, but they're gonna be real people.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be Steve Carell with like a cube head.
I'm very interested to find out how this movie comes out. I think it's gonna be a train wreck, almost like Sonic almost was, or is actually. So
I thought that movie was doing good.
No, man.
At least from what I heard, people enjoyed it.
The Sonic movie is tanking. So if you don't know the history or the story behind what's going on with the Sonic movie, they came out with a trailer. They were super excited about a year and a half ago, and the freaking animation was god awful.
It was scary.
It was scary. It was scaring children. Luckily, they listened to our voices, you know, the audience, and all the memes and whatnot that was coming out of that. and they redid the animation. Actually, Jalapeno, you are 100% right. The movie is doing great.
Look at that.
They are sitting at a 64 and a 93 audience score.
Look at that.
I haven't watched the movie. It's just been tracking the memes and all that jazz. Jim Carrey looked goofy, but I guess they're doing hot, man. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of just happy that people went to go watch it after they complained about what Sonic looked like.
Yeah, and that was a big thing, right? Like I felt bad that they went through all that struggle to rehire the animation team and redo it, and then it tanks. That would freaking suck. Yeah. But no, I guess they did good. I'm glad. Jim Carrey is doing freaking awesome. Man of many faces. He does all kinds of cool stuff. And the Sonic story, I need to watch it now, knowing that it's sitting at a 93. I gotta go watch that. Y'all gonna watch that, chat? Because you might see me at the theater, the only adult in there, watching this movie. All right.
Hey,
you have another one?
You can take some little ones. What? I do not. I don't think I have another one. I got
Okay.
Uncharted. I got Last of Us. What do you have? Do you have one more on there?
I have two more. One of them, one of them's Call of Duty. All right, the Call of Duty movie. They're talking about making it. I have no idea what the storyline is. As a matter of fact, in this article, it says that it has been delayed indefinitely. I guess they didn't have enough backing. This was 25 days ago. It's they're probably not gonna make it. It's very confusing what kind of story they were gonna come up with. It's like Call of Duty is not a one storyline kind of thing. I don't know what the heck they were gonna do with that one. But there's also the Tetris movie.
What's this movie gonna be about? How do you make a movie about Tetris?
Idea. So they've been talking about this movie since 2012. It's yet to be created, but Tetris themselves, like, they are saying that they are making this. Like, it's coming out. They have an $80 million budget to make this movie. That, if you've ever seen one, is a huge freaking budget. $80 million, all right? And they said it's going to be one of the biggest U.S.-China co-productions that this world has ever seen, all right? So, if it comes out, I'm going to watch it, because, like, Tetris movie? What the hell?
Man, I think it's just like that Pac-Man movie,
Just
that
gonna be
Fang
like,
film we saw.
I don't know. All right, so yeah, that was all the ones that we can look forward in the future. If you know movies that are coming out, like I said, comment anyways. Even if the live stream ends, we will talk. We'll chat back and forth about it. Anything else you want to bring in?
No, but thanks for you guys who subbed to our page. That's super rad.
Yeah,
it helps us a lot.
So
Definitely,
we're sitting at
thank you for that.
88. All right, we're trying to get to 100. All right, so if you have not hit that follow button, please hit it for us. All right, give us a little follow there. If you like the stream, drop a like. You can also find us over on YouTube. If you want to have in-depth conversations with us, you can join our Discord. And the link is in the description of this video. If not, Jalapeno, if you will, drop that link into the comment section. While he does that, we are now introducing the last segment of our show, which is going to be random internet finds. Okay, so myself and Jalapeno will take turns showing the random stuff that we have found, and we'll end the show that way. Now, those of you on the live stream, this will be exclusive for those of you that stay on the live stream. If you hop over later or watch it on YouTube, it won't be a part of that stream. So the live stream official, you guys will get these guys, all right? So make sure you go ahead and watch the stream at the very end. Here's a pretty cool one that I found. So there are these soundboards, right, that you can record audio onto. And then you can tweak it, and this guy has done it to the extent where he literally makes every button a different portion of that audio file. So he took this audio file from the awesome movie Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder is a pretty great movie, and there's an awesome line that is, "I'm the dude, playing the dude, the skies, it's another dude," right? And that guy, he made a song based on that, and we're going to end the show watching this. Once again, guys, give us a follow, give us a like. Thanks for sticking by. we're gonna go ahead and exit on that.